Hi there, Greg here. I got this new camera. Thought I'd play around with it, do a little vlog, talk about the projects I got going on right now. Right now I'm working on a Shiatsu groundbreaker. I made one last year and I followed the tutorial I found by Spooky Sam, pretty much word for word. And that was pretty cool. I really liked the way it turned out. So this year I thought I'd make another one. Only do it maybe just a little different. Here's what's going on so far. I got my massager all broke down, ready to go. And this was originally gonna be my inspiration here. Originally I was just going to recreate this album cover. Since then I think I've kind of changed my mind. I'm not going to recreate it, but I'm going to kind of use it for inspiration. I got my skull, my foam skull. I believe I got this from Terror Syndicate. It's identical to the one I used last year for my groundbreaker. Let's see, I'm working on the eyeballs now. I need to add some red thread to make them look a little bloodshot. The hands I recently completed. They're made out of just your coat hanger and nylon tubing. And I put some press-on nails on there with cotton balls and latex and duct tape. They turned out pretty cool. I really like the way they turned out. They'll look a lot better once they're, painted and dry brushed. They ought to be pretty cool. I'm also, what else am I working on? I got a couple of these brake beam kits. I need to solder together. I got from Velman to some triggers, some props. That'll be fun. And what else? Oh, I've got I'm going to put together a cemetery fence. I got all the pieces for that all cut and ready to put together out in the garage. I just need to put them all together, paint them. I also just today purchased, 24 of the LED tea lights. So I got a whole bunch of candles. I need to make a whole bunch of PVC candles I need to make. And I also want to do some pillars this year. So that ought to keep me busy for a while, I think. What else is going on? Let's see, Monday I uploaded my video from the 2011 Halloween display in my yard. I uploaded that to the Davis Graveyard to be used in the Home Hunter video collection. The deadline was actually today. Today's the 31st to upload it. I actually had the video all edited and ready to go for quite some time, but I was trying to come up with a name. I think it's about time I came up with a name and a theme and maybe even a backstory for the haunt. I originally was going to look up some of the history of the area and get in touch with Dana Martin, who writes haunt backstories, and maybe have her write something up for me. In doing research for the area in which I live, southwestern Ohio, I discovered that there was a Confederate cavalry came through the area led by John Hunt Morgan, or known as Morgan's Raiders, and they actually traveled through this area within like a mile of my house. Also in the area, they put a bunch of railroad ties on a local railroad here, pretty close to where I live, and derailed a train that was carrying supplies and troops to a Union camp, which was in the area as well. In that incident, there was one fatality from one of the guys on the train. It was actually the fireman, who I guess is the guy who loads the coal into the locomotive to keep it running. He was killed instantly when the train derailed. His name was Cornelius Conway. So I'm thinking of integrating him somehow in the haunt. Actually, his ghost is said to be seen to this day on the railroad tracks, which are now a bike trail that goes through the area. And his ghost is said to be seen carrying a lantern. So I was looking at Yard Hunter 5, Steve's Haunted Yard, his YouTube video for his skeleton leering prop with carrying a lantern in his hand. And I might have to do some version of that, because that was really cool. And maybe create a Cornelius Conway headstone and kind of do that, what he's done. Also, in the area, the same Morgan's Raiders, they were in another skirmish with some Union troops here in the area, and one of the Confederate cavalrymen were killed. He was shot in the neck, and all the local papers of the time said is that he was buried in an area cemetery. So, and I've actually looked it up, and I can't find where he's buried. But so I was thinking of maybe doing instead of doing the whole Iron Maiden Eddie thing, album cover, maybe I'd make a tombstone. Instead of recreating the one in the picture, maybe I'd do one of an unknown Confederate soldier. And I know his date of death, so I could put that in there. And maybe have my Shiatsu Groundbreaker zombie be the Confederate soldier that was killed. So that might be kind of cool. I'm still debating on whether I should have a backstory professionally written. I don't know. I might just go with the information I found and come up with something, or just use the information I found as a theme and not actually write something. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I guess that's all that's going on. I got enough to keep me busy. So maybe I'll talk to you guys later, some other time. We'll see how this whole vlog thing goes. But as they say, stay scary. Bye.